When I got ready to have my second baby, I called my mother-in-law, Allie Cunningham, and asked her if she'd come and stay with me. She said, "Yes, Jane, I would be delighted to come and help you. Now, this is how it will go. I will cook dinner for y'all, and I will even make some casseroles and freeze them that you can have after I'm gone, and I'll take care of Laura." That was my 4-year-old little girl. And all I want, I am also going to get a housekeeper. Your house, it is so big. There is no way I'm taking care of that house. And I'm going to hire her for 2 weeks to come every day. And Jane, I want you to do nothing but nurse your new baby and take care of yourself. And that's what we did. And it was a wonderful week. But it ended. And my mother-in-law had to go home. I walked her to the car. And she turned around and she said, "Now, Jane, right there by your back steps, right over next to them, you need to plant some tulip bulbs. They will be beautiful. I had bought you some bulbs and some fertilizer and a little tulip digger tool to help you get them in the ground. But you got to get them in the ground in the next 2 weeks." And I watched Allie drive down the driveway, and I started to cry. How in the world was I going to take care of this big old house, my family, and plant tulip bulbs? Well, the second week came and went. The housekeeper was gone, and we were running out of food. But on the third week, a tiny miracle happened. My little baby had been nursing every 2 hours, night and day. But on that third week, he began to nurse every 3 hours at night. And while I got up one morning and I felt like actually doing something. So I went right to the grocery store and I bought a roast. My family was tired of casseroles. They wanted some meat and potatoes. And that night at the supper table, my little girl was just so excited. And my husband, Will, said, "Oh, I've missed having a good roast." And they started to eat. Laura spit her food out and said, "Yuck." And after Will was able to swallow, he looked at me and said, "Jane, what did you do to this roast?" I said, "Well, I cooked it like I always do. I browned it, and we had shallots that your mother had bought, and I browned the roast in those. Did you taste it?" "No, Will. I'm just too tired to chew." "Well, you take that roast back. Something's wrong with the meat. It tasted bitter." Well, I didn't take the meat back. I was just too tired. I threw it in the garbage. Well, things got better with each week as it went along, and Thanksgiving came around all too soon, but I felt like making a Thanksgiving dinner. And I was so pleased with myself that afternoon I called my mother-in-law, Allie. And I said, "Allie, I cooked a traditional Thanksgiving dinner." And we ate in the dining room. She said, "Oh, Jane, that was lovely. But did you plant the tulips?" "No, ma'am." "Allie, I don't even remember where you said you put them." "Well, honey, I put them in the refrigerator in the crisper." "Oh, Allie, we ate them." "What? We ate them. I browned them with the roast. I thought they were shallots." "Did you eat all of them?" "I don't know. Let me look." And I looked in the refrigerator and in the crisper, and there were some tulip bulbs left. Allie, I have some left. You go plant them right now. And I did. And you know, in the springtime, those tulips came up with the help of Mother Nature. I am no gardener. They came up and they were so pretty. They were shaped like little wine goblets, and they were red and yellow and purple. And do you know, when I would drive in the driveway in the spring and those tulip bulbs had blossomed, it just made my heart happy and filled it with joy. But you know, they bloomed year after year. But one year, they did not bloom. And that's when I knew it was time for me to move on from that big old house that my children had been raised in. Thank you.